bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. We're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho ho ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face, and later we warm up by the fireplace. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Merry Christmas Day. A Merry Christmas Day. Oh, oh, yeah. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as we walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Yeah, a Merry Christmas Day. Dancing around the Christmas tree, wishing all a Merry Christmas. Dancing around the Christmas tree, wishing all a Merry Christmas. Dancing around the Christmas tree, wishing all a Merry Christmas Day.
Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks to join us. This is the warm-up show, Monday, December 13th, 5 o'clock p.m. We have Mr. ENORTAP directly from Toronto and the house today.
Hello, Coach.
What
And
about
hello,
to start
friends.
ENORTAP the week with a great present of Michael Robinstein. A great super chat, $20. Thank you so much, Michael Robinstein.
You rock, Michael.
Amazing. Thank you so much. We appreciate for Michael, everything you do for the Hockey Nation Live show. Great supporter from us. So thanks to join us. Thank you, Mr. ENORTAP, to be part of another great week. The good news about a warm-up show, usually we do prediction. So I don't know, maybe tonight we're going to starting to do the Miss Universe prediction. Maybe Miss Miss Kenya or Miss France who maybe win the Miss Universe 2022. Something maybe we have to look about that tonight in our top. But we have a few people show up in the chat one by one. But first we have to mention, look, what a great performance of Ville O Friday night. I'm going to turn off the lights because right now we're going to not see everybody. But look at the bottom. Ville 6-1 Friday and 7 game. Yamo, Rich, Marlon, Aceman, Dude, Ron Kings 20. And in our top 5-2, following by Coach, Eagle, and the 4-3. You can see all the rest. We did not do well, me, in our top Saturday night, a night to forget. Some of you did well. We thanks. 3 of you emailed me, gave me the result of the weekend. That's awesome. And then Sunday, we come back stronger, me and our top with 3-2. I should go for 1, but that's another story about that. So thanks, join us tonight, and we have to go all the way up. We're going to be quick, we can. If I forgot each one of you, I apologize. But Mr. Putin Lizard in the house. Putin. We have also Michael Bensi, like I said. His start is with us tonight. I'm sure you have an amazing, great Monday. Michael, again, thank you so much for the super chat.
Welcome, Michael.
By the way, yeah, because Mr. Putin said, there he is, a quizman, Mr. ENORTAP. We want to mention, everybody, tonight we have a special show, 9 o'clock p.m., The Power Play Show is back tonight because we don't have hockey, so we're going to do a show at 9 o'clock. And, of course, at 10 o'clock, the quiz. I invite you to join us to try to beat ENORTAP. And we do the best we can, so we'll see. You're welcome to join us tonight. What about the Mr. Man, the man of the man, the one knows the history in NHL, Roger Delaney in the house tonight.
Welcome, Roger.
What about Mr. Holistic Nature? Welcome back, Mr. Nature in the house.
Welcome.
Now, Putin is order. You need a Montreal Stanley Cup, so maybe a couple of years. You have to wait. Patience is the key for you. That's the only thing I can tell you right now. Patience is the key for you, for sure. About that, what about Mr. François Pitre? François Pitre back in the house. We miss you, Mr. Frank.
Welcome.
And I believe he was back at the hospital. You know that maybe you did not know that, but he's back at the hospital. We wish him a speed recovery, Mr. Richard Marlin, and the house tonight.
Welcome, Richard.
By the way, Richard, you should tell all the nurse and doctor in your room and tell them to sign up, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show. That'd be a good way to start the weeks. But just kidding about that. What about Mr. Eagle Frank Sport, number 1 fans of the Tampa Bay Lightning, YouTube creator and YouTube contents every single day with all the live stream around the board. He is back in the house. Don't forget to subscribe to Eagle, one of the men we enjoy to having him aboard all the time. Eagle Frank Sport.
Welcome, Eagle.
One ENORTAP is in the show. Everything is W right in the world. Because I don't say right, I said W right. You're absolutely right. Every time ENORTAP is around, the show is getting better and better and better. What about the retirement? We call him the retirement now. They're directly from Houston, Texas. Welcome back, number 1 fans of New Jersey Devils, Mr. Joseph Lanham and the house.
Welcome.
Directement de Sherbrooke, dans la belle province de Québec. Il y a une pratique de hockey ce soir. Bon, on lui souhaite un gros bonsoir. Welcome back, Mr. Nicolas de Goubi Bono.
Welcome, Nicolas.
Yamo said to ENORTAP, we have to ignore Miss Finland. She did not make the playoff this year. So, forget Miss Finland about that, Yamo. So we're not going to take care about you, Miss Yamo. But thank you so much to join us, Yamo. Again, Vertanen and the house. What about, of course, we said usually, come on down, directly from Moncton, New Brunswick, Johnny Golden.
Here's Johnny.
Coach, I love the background. Just take away the 3 other players after Ken Clutch Stammer. Yes, I know. And the reason I put this, guys, is because the NHL vote is on right now, so you have the time to go nhl.com/vote. And you can vote your the best you player you want to be there. So I just want to mention to you this only the reason this is my background. And ENORTAP said, why not to celebrate the holidays with a candy can? So we start to make a new background for you guys today. And we're going to start, I can't wait to see ENORTAP with a Santa Claus hat. It's coming this week. He told us he's coming to bring his hat of Santa Claus.
Yeah, for sure.
It's coming next couple of days, so don't
Coach,
worry about that. About this. Go
Coach,
ahead.
I made a promise to Eagle Fang. I said I would show him my autographed Stamkos picture.
Oh,
Just to make him jealous.
By the way, he's
Eagle.
very young on that picture. He should be about 22, 23.
It's his rookie year.
Rookie year. Here we go.
Yeah.
Coach had a background. There you go. You have to do a reaction video in our tap on the lottery night. Yes, about so that. The good thing is that you cannot get any prediction wrong tonight. That's a great news about that one over there. We all win tonight for the finale. That's a good one about that. About this, and not that move good for an old white dude. About that, we know that you have a lot of talent. We don't. Nobody knows yet. A good bit in our time. I'm calling. Your prediction on the Ducks and the Blues was perfectly the final score. Mr. ENORTAP did it again, but Eagle, he's not doing all the time, but he did it on that one for sure. A coach are the two goats. Thank you so much, Eagle, about that. We need a show with Coach ENORTAP and Eagle all in one. It's coming soon. We're going to create this one. We're going to ask Eagle to join us this week. That'll be awesome. Thank you so much. Yamo said, get well, Richard Marlin. That's awesome for you. What about Mr. Steve G from Denver? Steve G was at the game yesterday in our tap. He went to the game between the Colorado and the Florida Panthers. So what about that one over there? That's awesome. Johnny said, Michael, I move pretty fast too for an old white dude when I'm eating for the fridge.
That's me.
I thought when he drive his mother-in-law at the airport, but that's another story.
Good one, Coach. Good one.
Well, because he told that story again this morning. So that's why the W Right blog. Thanks, Coach ENORTAP. Good evening, Mr. Adam Berger in the house. The teacher, the prof, and the swimmer. Adam, what a smile about him. A goat, nice goal. What about the Golden Knight yesterday? Win yesterday, scored 6-4. Big game for them. And coach is a Billy Check, and ENORTAP is Don Brady. Here we go. Yeah, that's funny you call this because it's funny he called me like Billy Check because when I coach, I hate tie. I hate a suit. And I always wear my hook over my head and Florida. I start this. Everybody was calling me Billy because I was wearing this. I'm no sorry. But that's what happened about this. Florida took Johansson from the Colorado. I don't get it. Or not very good goalie. I have no clue about that one over there. They know something we don't know about Spencer Knight. Or they maybe need a goaltender in American Hockey League. It's just like a safety. That's the only thing I can say at that moment. Mr. Johansson started traveling a little bit for the last couple of months now from Buffalo, and he went to Colorado. Now he's going to Florida. About that one there. The good news, he left the snow in Buffalo to go in the night. Great state. Now from the mountain to the sand, so great way to do that. In 1954, when I was 8 years old, I listened to my first Ab game with my grandfather, Ab fan ever since. Wow, congratulations, 1954.
Very nice. Great memory.
Yep. Francois said the Flames are getting nailed by COVID. That's the thing about that one over there. That's what they but thanks with him, McCully, the Ducks, the Blue same. Coach, oh God, the ENORTAP is Johnny. Roger, I remember my first game was saying I was doing my father. Wasn't from the fridge. I was not allowed to talk. Here we go. Oh man, I'm a jelly. Now I try to read everybody to be sure I don't forget something very important. What about la grande cachée in Alberta, Mr. ENORTAP? She was one of the beginning, at the beginning of the, all the way with Michael Devillano, August 25th, 2020. Denise Ellen Chalifot, guys, she was one of the first one in the show, come from Facebook. At that time, she's still on the Facebook right now, but she was with us at the beginning all the time. So great fans of the Hockey Nation Live show and the Montreal Canadiens also from Alberta, dans la grande or la grande or something like that. I don't know, somewhere where it's cold. So
very grand.
Yes, that's what Santa Claus does is training. Before the December 24th, that's what he does at that area, everything like that. Burger King, Michael, Putin, Eagle fans, Park Locker was not there at the time. Honestly, nearly dropped my phone when they went to the final, came back, Toronto, Montreal. That coach, any update from the NHL on the stick swing at the Colorado game last night? Adam, not allowed. I don't see any problem about that. Honestly, it's not going to be nothing turn around to be. I understand the swing left and right, but I don't see like a major problem. No penalty after that from the referee, so I don't hear about anything about that. Probably a filter for the farm team. Great comments, Francois. I agree with you about this. About that, Eagle last year was amazing. Been a long time, Denise. Of course, we miss you. Denise, thanks for stopping by. What about our friend Pierre Martin? Pierre Martin in the house.
Welcome, Pierre.
What about everybody click on the likes? That'd be great. We are only 11 likes, so that'd be awesome if you can click on the likes. It would be a while before that's happened. That's not the right thinking. What about Yarmo said Dallas could have been on the waiver, Mr. ENORTAP?
Yeah, I don't get that, Coach, because I thought that was a position of strength for Dallas, that they had originally 4 goaltenders, and then I know obviously he retired now. Who am I thinking of? Fourth goalie. Yeah, he retired, and now that they put Khudobin in, I would have thought that they would have kept him maybe as trade bait, maybe package him with somebody else to get either a defenseman. Like, you could imagine this: you send him and Klingberg to Edmonton. You can get a nice package for that, and Edmonton would probably be interested.
Yeah, it's really a strange move right there. Something we don't know yet, but would be interesting if one team, like, you think about who and son could have been, you select could have been before you and son, right? So it'd be interesting about what they're going to do with him about this. They try to clean some salary cap. That's another thing we can't have to hear. He carried on at $3.5 million. So that's confirmed to think Old B and also the young kid, Jake Ottinger, all become the goaltender duo for the Dallas Stars. After a great streak of 6-7 straight, they lost the last 3 games about that. And then he said, it's la grande cachée. C'est la grande cachée. It's not, il y avait la grande something, but he missed the cachée. Okay, cachée is right there. What about Poutine Sport? What about she's back?
You are awesome.
Miss Kelly, directly from Toronto and the house tonight. Salut, Guy and Guy from
Hi, Kelly.
Pierre. And wow, I passed the time at 4 minutes over. And after I tried to talk, and I stop him all the time. So where the coach, did you get your 100 on the stream? Yes, sir, Poutine. We reached 110 at that moment. Did anyone search him last press conference? The guy was no energy, answer like a robot. Nothing else to say, Francois. After 20 loss, he become a robot. Honestly, but I can understand what you mean about that, sir. Because he did. Roger Danny, Kelly Matthew is catching up quickly, what Roger said to Kelly. And what about Alex McLean? Hey, coach, everyone, welcome, Alex.
Welcome, Alex.
After 5 minutes later, he show up at the show, and we're going to talk for the first time at the show. And that's his chronic of the time of the show. By the way, usually at 5:15, but tonight, we don't have no game, so we take a little bit longer to welcome everybody one by one. And we invite you guys to don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be awesome if you can do this. That way helping us to go on the road of 4,000 subscriber. We are missing over, I don't know, 450 about that one over there. So, Mr. ENORTAP, here we go. Tell us, not only happening the last 24 hours, not only after 48 hours, but we have to go all the way to 72 hours. That last time we saw you in the show Friday night. Tell us what's happening.
Well, first of all, I want to start off by saying it was a balmy 8 degrees here in Toronto today.
Oh,
As
wow.
you can see, I'm in short sleeves, and it was beautiful outside. I didn't get a chance to go to the piscina like you, Coach.
Did you pass the law on the cut the grass today, or what's going on over there?
No mowing today.
By the way, for everybody in the chat, he's a little bit tried to tell me something good because I sent him the picture of me driving the car Saturday afternoon. It was 80. The car was down, the sunshine, blue sky, everything was great. So maybe he tried to tell me, no, it's hot also in Toronto now.
Here, I'll show it to you.
Oh, yeah, it's me.
I was jealous when I saw that. That's great. Well, Coach, this weekend we saw some great games. I mean, yesterday was the classic Vegas and Minnesota game that really stood out, but also the Florida and Colorado game was just superb. It had a bit of everything. It had fast skating. It had scoring. It had some rough play. Both teams, responding to that. We saw comeback a little bit. They had the 3-0 lead. Colorado and Florida made a game out of it, of course, and it went right down to I'd say the last second there, where they almost scored on Kumper with that shot in front of the net, but. If those are the kind of games that we're going to get from here on in, especially as they get closer and closer to playoff time, and we're going to be talking about playoffs later today. As of today, you're going to see that there's going to be some stiff competition, and these games are going to look like playoff games for sure. So I was really pleased and excited to see those two games in particular. What else? We saw some really low-scoring games as well, and you could tell like the Nashville game was a 1-0 game against the Rangers. Both of them were on a back-to-back. St. Louis game was kind of slow as well with Anaheim, but that's more of a reaction. These teams had been playing quite a few games, especially Anaheim. I think that was their 4th game during the week that they played, and you could tell, they're playing a much more conservative game, hoping to get at least a point and not make too many mistakes. And unfortunately, it leads to a little bit of boring hockey, but you can understand why that's happening. So that's kind of what stood out to me mostly.
Yeah. Welcome back, Mr. Bain, man of friends of the Vancouver Canucks. He said Vancouver was the cherry on the top with the 4 Ws during the week. Honestly, Brice Boudreau is behind the bench. Great performance for them. Congrats to have some things going on completely on the west side of Vancouver. And Mr. Andy Kuivula in the house.
Speaking of Vancouver, Coach, it's going to be amazing if they can make a story out of this, and somehow, I doubt they will, but somehow they can get, if they can sniff that playoff spot, that wild card, what a story it'll be for him, for both the team and for Boudreau, for sure.
He is, Bruce. He is. On the flip side, you have Bain Happiness with a cherry on the top. What about the Oilers with Mr. Andy Kuivula team, where they struggle a lot at that moment? The last 5 games, and I don't understand what's going on over there in Edmonton, but really a slump, really shocking me, with the team they have. I never thought they were going to get a slump like 5 loss. during that season. So very interesting so far in NHL, guys, honestly. Up and down. And like you said, you never know what you cannot lose in this league 5, 6, 7, 8 games because you're going to be catch up. The ranking or the standing of each division are too high. What about the Central? I'm on 16, whatever. Dallas dropped a little bit the last 3 games, fighting for that spot at the top. And you can go all the way to Metropolitan and Atlantic, where Boston come back in the standing now. They are try to catch everybody, but they get starting to get a little bit, number 4 on that. And Boston is going to fight not in the Atlantic. They're going to fight on the Metropolitan team over there to get that spot wild card. I think that, the race again, maybe the Pittsburgh and the Columbus, if they can continue to be around, that would be something to follow up for the Boston Bruins. I don't think so anymore. The Detroit Red Wings going to have a, consistency what they did so far. What about Mr. Andrew K. Run directly from Barrie in the house?
Welcome, Andrew.
Thanks again, Mr. Andrew. Show up this morning directly from Barrie. Thanks to join us. Andy said the Oilers goaltending is weak. The defense is showing. Coach show ENORTAP your Spanish. Yeah, bueno noche. Pierre-Martin, salut, merci, Andrew. Here we go. Thanks, Pierre, to answer those to Andrew. Like we do at the beginning, at the middle of the show, we go usually with prediction, everything like that. But tonight, because we don't have no show, I decided to give you a couple more picture, Mr. ENORTAP, for you tonight. So I want to be interesting to see who are they and who do you think they are. And maybe someone in the chat could tell it. We did it this morning, but because you have not many people was there, who is this players?
Oh, I know that one. I'll give people a chance, but I know that one.
By the way, happy 68 ENORTAP as your birthday, Bob Kenny birthday today. Some will answer because I gave that answer this morning. So anybody knows who this players, it's time to typing the name of the players about that one. They other like a Daphnes too. The shadow betray you because they belong to me. Salut, merci, Andrew. And we'll give 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, Mr. ENORTAP. Who this players?
That's got to be Sillaps, right?
Sillaps, yes, sir, did it. And Mr. Johnny did it. Also, congratulations about that one over there. Here we go. Who is this? The captain for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Have a tough night, by the way. I feel like he came back for the bar, not from the blue line.
I know. Oh, man. Well, let's see if we get some people first.
Ain't that easy one. The good holidays, Eagles said. Yep. Mr. Armstrong, Roger Delaney tried to say that.
Is it Armstrong?
No.
No.
His nickname, Tedder. Tedder.
Tedder?
Tedder. Tedder.
Tedder. Or Ted. No. Oh, my gosh.
10 seconds. Andy Cooley said, Lindsay. No, Ted Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny Golden did it. Johnny Golden said Kennedy. Congratulations about that one over there. And easy picture right there. And who are they? I will give you number 2, number 16, I believe, or 18, and number 19. Who are they?
Okay, I'll wait. But the Ranger guy, yeah, got him. Oh, I see 2. And, of course, how can you mistake that mustache?
Here we go. Johnny says Sanderson Rattel.
Those 2 in the middle, yes.
Yeah. Rattel Sanderson, Eagle said.
And we have, and then we also have Brad Park on the left.
Brad Park on the left. And I assume in the back, from the background, I would say to you, it's Vic Atfield.
Maybe, yeah.
That would be our thing about that. So the people, they said, oh, I don't know who are they. I give you an idea how was the hockey in the past. So, you know what I mean? Those picture guy, it's not about the people born in 2000, honestly. We try to show the old times so you can, you know, we play like that with kind of stick. We play with that kind of skate. And at that time, the player was wearing the number at the bottom of the skate. I did that in my time also. So I'll just give you an idea about that one over there. Park and Vic Atfield said Francois and Michael Robinson. So that's great for you guys. You mentioned those names. Here we go. And this is easy. What I want to try to say, everybody said it's Larry, it's Laperriere. But I want to show you the new technology of the hockey for protection the face. You can see his nose was a little bit big. I don't know, he was coming from a Friday night bar. But I don't know, he was trying to play football linesman, but it was the new protection of the Cooper helmet with the white protection. I don't know how can you protect us. Maybe the new mouth guard of the hockey. I don't know.
That's the linebacker mask.
Yeah, so I just want to show to you guys it was not about the find the players. It was just to show you the helmet of Jacques Laperriere about that one over there. So Jacques Laperriere wearing that.
And I can tell that's Pete Mahovlich in front of him.
Peter Maravlich in front of him. Yes, sir. And then Steve G said, that nose over there. Exactly. So that's good to remind you kind of stuff like that and see about that one over there. We did this last week, so I'm sorry about that. I tried to get where I am with all my picture. I think I'm behind about that one over there. Like we said earlier, Jonas Johansson was claimed from the Colorado Avalanche for the Panthers. That's happening a little bit earlier. So we're going to delete this one over there. What about the 3-star of the week, Mr. ENORTAP? I don't get it why Devon Tays get that one over there. Anderson have 7 assists. If you turn that, but yeah, some other player have amazing, great weeks overall in that league. But anyway, 3rd star Devon Tays, 7.4 game. Sebastian Aho, 7 point and 3 game. 5 goals for Aho. The Carolina on the road this week doing very well. Whatever they lost the last game. And what about Temko? 4 games for Boudreau in 1 week, 1.20, 9-6 and 2. You have a 1 shutout. So congratulations for the 3-star of the night. About that on the week. I know there was a puck in the nose. Leave don't play Thursday. No, because COVID situation. You're absolutely right about that. About this. Like I said, this is my background earlier, guys, on my another graphic. So I want to remind you, don't forget to vote on the NHL.com/vote. As the fans, you can vote anytime you want to, and that will give you an idea how the players are. And it would be interesting who's going to be the star of the Montreal Canadiens represent at the All-Star game. We talked this morning about Team Canada Junior. We're going to talk more about the World Junior every single day about what's going on. But today start and at the training camp, the Team USA, they invite, I believe, 33 players. But again, I just want to mention a couple of players are eligible for the 2022, when a Montreal Canadiens could looking about 7 players during that tournament. Of course, I'm talking about, is it Kiki there? No, you have someone else I'm talking about. You have one I say you have to pay attention about him. Dominic James right there, but yeah, someone else. Logan Cooley. Here we go. Logan Cooley. With the Team USA right now, U18. So I said that's the one I better. But again, Fleur Panther have a couple of players on that. Smilanik is over there right now. Samukovic is another one for the Panthers. About that. What about Bastu Vav for the Ducks? You have a great team. We're going to see who's going to make it. Matthew Nice from the Toronto. Chad Lucius for the Winnipeg Jet, and it's going to be also right now in that lineup. I expect Matt Coronato for another players, whatever. We're going to look about this. Brett Berard and Mathieu Bernier have a great season so far with 17 points, I believe, in 19 games, and with Michigan. So I just want to give you, we're going to follow up with that camp during the week or give you information. But like we do during the Monday, we always report of course, the Hockey Nation Live Show, Fantasy Hockey, ESPN. And we have to congratulate at that moment Jarmo Vartanen. He lead the standing with 8-1 so far since the beginning of the season, followed by the East Division Conference by Coach FRENCHY. Team ad coach behind this, Quebec, Philadelphia at the bottom. What about the West Division, where the best team out there? We talk about the Seattle Crabhead, the Great Bud, the Monkey, number 2. Michael Rosenblatt continues to performing. The Finland Veleo, and number 4. And what about Mr. ENORTAP? Try to stay alive with Dan Asham. Then you have the rest of the division over there. If you want to join us, we're going to create more fantasy at some point during the year, at the end of the playoff, everything like that. So that's what's happening about this. We have a couple of people talking right now. Time go deserve a star. Them go Rice, Moi, Yamo, congratulations. Great team name. I was lucky last week. Very close win. What I heard. Super Drew 932 in the house. Mr. ENORTAP, welcome aboard. Don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be great.
Welcome, Super Drew.
So, what we're going to do, Coach? But tonight we decide to do the playoff bracket. What? Yes, we're going to do the bracket tonight, and we're going to keep you vote on the bracket on the paper like we did last week, and we're going to keep all the results. I'm going to show this at the end. I just want to tell you, Coach is not very good. What are you talking about, Coach? But Coach, he did his bracket at the beginning of the year. And first of all, this is my trophy. On one side, I'm pretty good. The heart could be McDavid. The Rocket, Trasolo is fighting there. McCall, pretty good. Zegras Calder, I think he's going to win it now. Raymond is on slum. Vasilevsky, Vezina, pretty good. Coach Kenville, this isn't going to happen. But Jack Adam is out. Selke Barkov, not too bad. Saki could be a good one. On the flip side, I'm going to shift into that one over there. This was my bracket at the beginning of the year. And the New York Islanders are going to win the Stanley Cup. And October 11, 2021 was my bracket. Just give you an idea, I was completely wrong about that one over there. Most of the team, I'm pretty good in our top. Think about this. Panthers, Rangers, Leaf, Bulls, Kane, Washington, Bruins. Pretty good. I'm just missing one team at the bottom. Islanders are not there. Pittsburgh.
Your Stanley Cup winners.
Yeah, on the right side, Avalanche, Blues did it. Minnesota Jet did. Jet are not there. The Canucks are not there at all. Vegas, Dallas not there. Edmonton is there. So this is the bracket. So what we're going to do tonight, guys, is this part. So me and ENORTAP, we're going to create our own bracket of the December 13th. So it's called the bracket number 2. It's called the Mulligan bracket. And what we did, why they are the team, we're not sure they are going to be at the bracket at the end. We know that. What we did the standing at what is at that moment tonight. Today. And we did with the winning percentage, not the number of the point, because some team have 24 game, 27 game, 28 game. It's not fair. So what we did, we put the winning percentage. 2 a team should maybe in the playoff, but we put them out of the playoff, or maybe the standing should play again under the team. But because the winning percentage, that was a recommendation of the Hockey Nation Show, we decided to get that bracket tonight. So how we go to work, guys, in this way. What I'm going to say to you, we're not going to one by one, all right? Because I think it would be too long to go flat up and, I don't know, we should do one side or we go one by one. I think it would be too long, the first 16 team. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to mention to you the Eastern Conference, the 4th pick over there. What I want you to do is put your 4th pick. And this is going to be almost the way it's going to get that way over there to the end. So you're going to select Pittsburgh or Florida. Just put the 3 letters. You don't have to put all the words over there. And then we'll go to shifting. Then we'll go to the Western. We're going to take all your note, everything like that. And during that time, ENORTAP is going to sing a song. So he's going to sing Merry Christmas. And then that will be the run of that. Now, honestly, ENORTAP is going to talk about each series a little bit, his selection, everything like that. And we can go from there. And then we go from there. Honestly, I did not prepare the words, but I will do it at the same time in ENORTAP.
Yeah, for sure, Coach. But I will not sing. We would like likes, and we would like more people joining the Hockey Nation. And if I sing, your station's going to go down the tubes. So we'll leave that alone. Let's start with the Eastern Conference. And again, these setups are based on the winning percentages as of today. Okay. So we have Florida against Pittsburgh. For me, I have, I think just Florida has too much firepower. They've been playing superbly all year long. They're going to have home ice advantage. I would take here Florida to win this series, 4-1.
All right.
Should I do them all, Coach, first?
One by one. So Tampa Bay, Toronto, anything like that.
Okay.
I'm not going to put the name, but I took the name on my here.
Okay. So next we have Tampa Bay and Toronto. Like it's unfortunate that you're going to get a matchup like this in the Atlantic with two teams that are one of them is going to be eliminated right off the bat, whether it's Tampa, Florida, or Toronto. This is going to be a close series. I think the Leafs want to exercise that demon of trying to get out of the first round, and it's against one of the worst teams to be trying to do that. A team that has pedigree, has experience in the playoffs, knows when not to overreact and when to put the foot to pedal. So I hate to say it for Leaf fans, but I think Tampa Bay to win this 4-2.
All right.
And then in the third match, we have the Rangers and Washington. Two very, very evenly matched teams, strong goaltending on both ends. They got goal scoring, the tight defense. I think this is a series that could go 7 games, and I would take the Rangers to move on here. And finally, we have Carolina against Boston. And Carolina, I mean, Boston's going to struggle to get into the playoffs, but they always find a way, no matter what their situation is in. So I originally had thought that they would not get a wild card, but as of today, the season in, they're pretty much in that position. So that's great on them. But I think Carolina's just far too deep. And this year they finally have excellent goaltending. And it's going to be hard once they isolate that first line of Boston for Boston to do anything. So I'm going to take Carolina to win this series 4-2.
Carolina.
Yeah. And next, I guess going to the next round is what you're looking at, Coach?
Then after that, we go to Western after that.
Okay, the Western. So we have Minnesota against Vegas. They played last night. You saw what happened. They played last year in the playoffs. Minnesota took them to, I think it was 7 games. Like, this is a rivalry that's in the making, and it's only going to get better and better as the year goes along. Tough to pick here. I would, wow, this could go either way. It's a 7-game series in my eyes. I'm going to take Vegas to go and win in 7 games.
Okay, sound good.
Next, we have Colorado and St. Louis. Again, 2 very evenly matched teams. I think Colorado probably has a little bit more offensive power than St. Louis, but St. Louis has better defense. Usually defense beats offense, I would say. But I think this is Colorado's year to move a little bit further. I'm going to take Colorado to win this in 6 games. And then we have Anaheim and Edmonton. You got the team that nobody expected right now is in an excellent position. Edmonton is the team you expected to be in there and are so far. So, you got probably better goaltending in Anaheim. My only worry with Anaheim is Gibson's been playing very, very well, but he's also been logging a lot of ice time. And, come, the end of the season and ready for the playoffs, will he be tired out? And if he's not going, Anaheim is going to find it difficult to really move forward. Edmonton, I anticipate they'll make a couple of moves. I wouldn't look at this little stint right now. Seems to have slowed them down. But I think Edmonton should win this 4-1. And then finally we talk about 2 very defensive-minded teams, Calgary and Nashville. You got Mark Strava going up against Saros. This is going to be a war because both teams like to play physical. Both teams play a very defensive-minded game. I can see a few overtime games here. I think Calgary will prevail. They'll win in 6 is my prediction.
And 6. All right. Hold on. I'm going to finish what they have at the bottom. Calgary Yamo. Puts in Nashville. Edmonton Predators 2 week. How about this? All right. So what I'm missing right now for each one of you is this part. Pierre Martin, I'm missing your selection of the West Conference. Alain Vaillancourt, I'm missing your selection on the East Conference. And Yamo, what do you have between Carolina and Boston, Yamo? And Bain, who do you have between the Florida and Pittsburgh, Bain? And Putin, I'm missing 3. Send me again your East Conference. Also, that'd be good if you don't mind. That'd be awesome. That'd be good. Kevin TB, welcome aboard. So, Mr. ENORTAP, how this works now? We are going to be on the second section of your selection. Baines, Florida Coast. Thanks. I got it. So, to give me about 30 seconds, I'm going to put your team over there. You put Florida, right? The first team.
And your commentary coach?
Right there, right?
Do you agree, Coach?
You go to vote for for everything because I have too much stuff to do at the same time. So
okay.
And you took Tampa Bay after that. So what you have to do now is to select your winner between Tampa Bay and everything. So you have to tell me who's going to win that series.
Well, it's another war. Here we go again, right? They met in the first round last year. And with any sort of luck and better goaltending, Florida could have and should have won that series, I think. But Tampa, like I said, until you knock the champions out, they're champions for a reason. But I think this is the year. I think that this will go 7 games, and finally Florida will win this in my eyes. 4-3.
So now how this works, guys? You have to wait a minute. So to be sure, can you hold on a minute to be sure I can follow everybody? So what happened here? So I want to be sure I follow up everybody. So I don't know. This is between Florida and Tampa Bay. because in our top selection, maybe you select Pittsburgh and Toronto. So you have to give me your result after that over there. So I want to be sure we follow up everything on that. So Yamo said is, and that's the only way I can do it, honestly. Tampa Bay. And then after that, Putin said Tampa Bay. You can go the next one, mister. Sasha, welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome, Sasha. And in the next portion here, we had. Are we doing Florida? Yeah, we just did Florida.
No, now you go Rangers, Washington.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Tampa, Toronto. I'm sorry. We did that one over there. So we have to go now. The next one between New York Rangers and Carolina.
And if you can fill in Florida, because I predicted Florida in 7.
Yeah, I cannot do it now. I had too many things to do, but that'll be fine.
All right. So I had Rangers winning the first round, and I also had Carolina winning the first round. So between Carolina and the Rangers, again, as well as the Rangers are doing, I think Carolina right now has far too much depth. They're solid defensively. They've got a great goaltender in Anderson, provided he stays healthy. And firepower, they have it as well. So I'm going to take Carolina to win this in 6 games.
Which one?
Carolina to win in 6 games.
Awesome. That's good to see that. Then you have Vegas versus Avalanche.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Vegas, Colorado. Yes.
Yeah, Vegas and Colorado. Again, what a tough matchup here we got. They battled pretty much to the death last year in that semifinal. Colorado came short. They had them right in their back pocket, and then they blew it in the last 2 games and ended up losing in 7 games, I believe it was. Unfortunately, I hate to say it for McKinnon, but I don't see this going differently. I think that once Vegas gets even some more added scoring, like Eichel when he comes back, this team is going to be just too hard to beat. Last year, they were looking for that secondary scoring. I think this year, not only do they have it with guys like Stevenson stepping up and their usual stars doing as well as they are, like Stone and Pacioretty. Their defense is solid. That trio of Theodore, Pietrangelo, and who's the third one there? Well, they're very, very hard to beat. And so I'm going to take Vegas to win. And again, I think it'll go 7 games. And then in the other quarterfinal,
you select Vegas,
game,
right?
Yes, Vegas. In the other one, we have Edmonton.
Just follow up with Yamo. I did not get Carolina and your selection in that one over there. And then Andy Koivula, if you can give me the winner of the Eastern, the second round, that'd be awesome. That's it. Sedeki in the house. Welcome aboard. Esmond, dude, in the house also. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. Here we go. The last part is between your winner, Edmonton versus Calgary. This will be the playoff of the night of the year.
Oh, for sure. I mean, talk about Battle of Alberta and renewing that hostility. You know what? I'm going to take Calgary to win here. I think they'll do it in 6 games, simply because they got the much better goaltending. Now, again, we're basing it on today. We don't know what Edmonton might do come trade deadline time, whether they'll pick up a stellar goalie like Fleury or or Quick or even Price on an outside chance. So based on what we see today, I'm going to take Calgary. I think they also are very truculent team. They're going to stay on top of that first line of Edmonton, and they won't have much opportunity to do too much scoring. And they also have a stronger defense than Edmonton. So for those reasons, I think Calgary will win it in, I think, in 5 games.
And 5 game.
Yeah.
Wow, we have a Mr. Andy Coivula bring Nashville now win that series in 6. That's amazing. It's all good so far. Ben said the Flames is West Finals. So we are right now, Mr. ENORTAP, you between Florida and Carolina at that moment.
And talk about another great series, right? Here, what can we say? If there's a nemesis and there's a kryptonite for Florida, it's always been Carolina. I think these two teams are probably the deepest of all the teams in the league. So they'll match up really, really well. Goaltending, slight edge to Carolina. Defense, I would say, is probably deadlock. And offense, I would give probably the nod there to Florida. But I've got to, my head is sort of saying Carolina, but my heart is saying Florida. I think Florida will win this in 7 games, Coach.
Florida?
Yeah, in 7 games.
All right. On that one over there.
On the other end, we have Vegas,
Calgary, if I can call it,
and Calgary. That's right. I gotta believe finally Vegas, makes it to the finals. Here, they're just deep. I think the Eichel factor will be the difference in all of this when all is said and done. The fact that they're able, when he comes back, they're able to put some of their players, especially the centermen, in their right seats and on the right lines will be a huge, huge difference. And the defense is, at par with Calgary's. Probably I would give them the edge because their defensive core with Martinez, Theodore, and Pietrangelo are all contributors on offense as well, which is not the case with Calgary's defense. They're more stay-at-home and playing and tough defense that way. So I'm going to take Vegas here to win this one in 7, Coach.
Vegas.
So that gives us a finals of Florida versus Vegas.
Yep. It's great. Florida versus Vegas at the end of that one over there. Before that, Andy Coivula, I'm missing your pick. And Ben missing your pick at the end. And I have everything. Florida beat Tampa, then they'll be Hurricane. The other comes 4-3. All right. Go ahead.
And here we go with the finals. Florida, Vegas. It definitely won't disappoint. I think you got two teams that can skate like the wind. They are relatively deep. Like I think Florida is a little deeper than Vegas will be. Can the goaltending on either side hold up? That's going to be the big Achilles heel here, I think. If both goaltenders, Leonard and Bobrovsky, are at the top of their game, then I'm going to assume that first of all, and I'm going to award the cup to Florida in 7 games, Coach.
The winner of the Stanley Cup for ENORTAP is Florida.
Which is different than what I did at the beginning of the year, which was the Islanders.
Yeah, me too. It was the Islanders, unfortunately, about that one over there. I don't know. I don't get anything else. Oh, I got nothing here, but I get something over there. Andy said New York Rangers for the Lone Stanley Cup. The New
So
York
we have a
Rangers,
Florida, New York Rangers. Who else?
Vegas Carolina final. Yamu said is going to said is Carolina win the Stanley Cup.
Carolina. 3 different teams.
Yep. Steve G. Florida, Colorado, Florida win at the end. Steve G. Bang, Panthers Cup champion and 5 game. Gary Bettman thrill.
There's 4 teams.
Yep. And Edmonton said Edmonton 4-3 for Mr. And for Isman Dude.
Where's Kelly? She should have said the Leafs.
I know. I don't know what. What we are doing. That's what she said. Pierre Martin, Minnesota. Pierre Martin. Oh, I need to go all the way there. Pierre Martin, Minnesota. Caro. Hold on. Pierre Martin.
In the finals. And Carolina to win the Stanley Cup.
Caro win the Stanley Cup. All right. Isman, second round, Colorado, Edmonton. I got your score, Mr. Edmondson over there. Kelly just answered Toronto. West final, Colorado in 4-2. I was just in the show. What are you picking? It's all good. What about Mr. Rory McNally show up at the end of the show? Welcome aboard.
Welcome, Rory.
From what I heard so far, Mr. ENORTAP, most of the people here in the chat select Florida Panthers to win the Stanley Cup at that moment over there, and nobody picked that team. I'm going to go with all the experts said at the beginning of the year. Colorado is going to win the Stanley Cup. That will be the first time for Nathan McKinnon. I go with Colorado at the end of the day, Mr. ENORTAP.
Against 2 in the finals.
This is a great question, but
I'm not going to let you get away with it.
yeah, but from what I saw so far, I'll be honest with you, the team has the most played the level, it's Carolina. And I think Carolina is going to be there. And I'll be honest with you, Frederick Anderson is going to beat Toronto at some point and is going to show that's what you want. Yeah, I never proved to you I never win any playoff. I'm going to beat you in the playoff. So really interesting, could match during the playoff this year because the carousel of goaltender in NHL could be something to follow up at the end of the year. But I go with the Colorado to win the Stanley Cup this year. About that one over there. Esmond said Colorado. I got it. Thank you so much about this. Kelly said Carolina versus Minnesota. I don't know what it will be on maybe this week. I don't know. 100% Anderson will win. Kelly said that about that one over there. I'm not this way. Sorry about that. We are at the end of the show. We passed a bit 4 minutes. But before we leave, Mr. ENORTAP, we know we have a 0 game tonight. We're going to have a show at 9 o'clock p.m. We invite you to join us tonight. The power play. What is the power play? Some of you never been to the power play before. We talk about sprinting and hockey, everything like that. We're going to overview everything since happening since the beginning of the season, the surprise, everything like that. Tonight, ENORTAP, we're going to select 2 players, 2 per team. The surprise, right? The bounce back, the coming back of the year for one team, and then your disappointment or you're the one did not show exactly what you should be at that moment. We're going to go to 32 team tonight. That would be the program or the power play, and we have to do 1 hour to do it, and we have to be ready for your FRENCHY quiz at 10 o'clock p.m. So that will be the show tonight, 9 p.m. With the Power Play show. And finally, before we leave, we always ask this to ENORTAP. What hold you? What your expectation? Maybe not only for tonight, we have 0 game, but maybe for the week in NHL, or maybe some other subject you want to talk about before we go.
Well, I actually want to throw a question out at you, Coach, if that's okay. My question is, with Chandler doing so well now, Stevenson in Vegas, on that line with Stone and Pacioretty, what's your expectations when Eichel comes back? Does DeBoer put him on the first line, or does he put Eichel on a second line?
It will all depends who play the third line, right? Usually, the third line is your line of energy and bring your, the Coleman, the Gord, everything like that. My problem there is going to be, okay, now we have that enough over there. And that would be something you have to figure out with that line over there. We have also Jen Mark can be that part of the lineup over there. So for me, when you have a Stephenson, right, and Eichel over there, you can shift both of them at some point if you need it. But again, Jack Eichel play with that enough, that would be perfect. I would be more, for me, leave Stephenson for Pacioretty Stone. Why? Because you need a puck retriever. You need someone chase the puck. And Pacioretty not go there. He's a sniper. Stone is your guy on the defensive side. He's a back checker guy. Stevenson is the speed of that line. I would not change it. I would bring Eagle with Dadonov and Jean Mark, where it's exactly the reverse, where Jean Mark is really the guy on defensive side. The Eagle is the guy can pass the puck anywhere, and then you have also Dadonov can snipe the puck at any moment. He can score a goal, everything like that. So for me, that would be the situation with Vegas for the situation for the center at that moment. Of course, many things could change until that time, but that would be at the beginning when Jack is coming back. Put him on the third line, and you're not going to play again the first line, opponent team. That open up more power on the Vegas. The Vegas is going to be a really strong team in the playoff if the salary cap give them that chance to do it.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, that's why he is the greatest.
No. Thank you so much. But before we leave, Mr. ENORTAP, I want to mention today, first of all, we have to welcome Zeph Lecav in the house. We have Zeno, Winnipeg Jet in the house. Zeno, thank you to join us at the end of the show. And Pierre Martin asked Kelly who win the Stanley Cup. And I expect that, yes, for the Oilers, send price closer to home for him. As a great point about that. Guys, before we leave, we invite you, don't forget to click on the lights. We're going to see you tonight at 9 o'clock p.m. Of course, we're going to be back in the house. And I don't know, Pierre, I'm thinking Carolina, but not stamping my name on it. Yep, that's Kelly answer. Great to see that. She recognized the Toronto Maple Leafs are not ready for the Stanley Cup. The dream of any fans league right now is to go through the second round. And that's their Stanley Cup for the upcoming season. Price would have with the Montreal be willing to pay 5 single price salary and trade. I think the max 951 would be $4 million. 5 would be extendly. It depends the deal, but $3-4 million that would be the price. If you pay carry price, guys, for 4 more years at example $6 million or less, you are in a great place with what you have a chance. Because think about this, guy. If you put carry price, if you win the Stanley Cup this year or the following year, one of the 2 years, it's not matter the rest of the contract. You did something. It's not happening a lot every year anyway. So that's the worth it about that one over there. So it'll be really interesting the next move about that. About this one over there. No, I do not know Zeph where you're leaving. Unfortunately, I'm not remember. And thanks, God. See you at 9 o'clock. Return. That's no problem. Also, my God, I know they won't win the cup, but they would pass the first round. That's the prediction of the what we have to remember in our tap. The first round of the standing for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And that's conclude, guys. Another great show of course, the warm-up show. Monday to Friday, 5 o'clock, we have the Collaborator Insider, one of the best on the YouTube channel, Mr. ENORTAP with us. We wish you an amazing blessing Monday night, and he said, "Hey, what I have to do tonight?" Of course, you come back with us. That's the best thing. You can watch NFL and join us tonight, and that would be the best way to do that. So until then, we wish you an amazing, great night. But we want to remind you one more thing.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are
That's right.
the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Thank you so much, ENORTAP. Everybody, we wish you happy hours and also a great dinner. I will see you 9 o'clock tonight. Have an amazing, great night, everybody. Be well and be healthy.
We'll see you tonight, Coach.
Thank you, ENORTAP. Thank you, Mr. Allen. Thank you, Joseph. Always a pleasure having you aboard. Steve G, welcome. Thank you. Kelly, we love you. Have a great night. Wonder Moon, this is an episode. Pierre Martin. Yes. Yes, Bane. 951, of course. Thank you much. Thank you, ENORTAP. Thank you so much, Johnny.
And follow Rudolph all across the town. Played it with me under the mistletoe. While Santa's busy saying ho, ho, ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake. And then we go skating on the frozen lake. Saying hi to every friendly face. And later we warm up.
Have a good one, Patrick. Don't forget to click on the likes, guys. That'd be awesome. Thank you so much, Bane. Appreciate that, buddy. Pierre Martin, have a good night, buddy. What about the Canucks? Man, I'll give up to your team. Day. That's right, man.